Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I do a live stream with some updates about the goat bikes, not only motor goat, the power goat, also the billy goat. So if you have any comments or have questions, please leave in the chat room while it's live. If you reach this video as recording, you can come back to comments and leave in comments so I can answer you with any questions you may have. So I'm gonna go over some updates. And last time I did the video, my phone kind of overheated due to the sun, most likely, because it was on direct sun. I'm sorry about that, but it took some time to cool it down and it was already too late to record it again. But today I'll try to answer all the questions you may have. So let me check. All right. So many people have question about some updates, like if the tires will be thinner or if the fork will be wider. I have some people ask me that. So far they still reviewing and see what options to get you best performance as well. So they still didn't have an answer because they still have not decided. So next shipment most likely will be the same same fork and same tires. So it does not really bother me right now at all because it's no longer rubbing of the tire. Like, so the tires is perfect fit right now, everything perfect. As soon as I reduce the tire pressure to 15, which riding experience also get a little bit smoother and better. So there's no problem for me at all. So I don't think anybody will have problem to riding with 15 psi on the front, as recommended to have it 5, actually 3 to 15. So again, if you want to wait, you're welcome to wait. Probably next month, most likely, or next shipment, they might come up with a wider fork, or maybe they will put a thinner, like 4 inches tires. That's something they told me may happen. I recommend to put 4 on the front to try it out and leave it on the back 4.5. I like the fatter tires, and if they cannot find the wider fork, I don't think the wider fork will make it look a little bit kind of different, so I'm not sure how the appearance going to be, because I like how it is right now. And there's another update. I'm going to check the comments and then get back to you. So on another update, so far I didn't see any questions. So another update, if you look on the back turn signals, it's not blinking. You can do it by yourself on this model, but the following models, I understand the next shipment, which gonna arrive in March, I understand, for some of the models. I think some of them arrived in February 20, and I'm not sure about February if they're gonna have blinkers, but they told me the new batch will have the blinkers. So if you order now, you're pretty much sure we'll get with blinkers the signals, because the front does have blinkers, as you can see, blinking, but not the rear one. And that's what happened when you touch the throttle. Actually, I didn't touch the throttle. I probably pressed the walk stuff. Let's see what the damage is. So, for I see the damage, the mirror. I'm gonna remove it anyways because it's a glass mirror and it's a little bit, so I broke the mirror, right one, no problem. But let me turn it on. Even on the first speed, it's very powerful, very hard to hold it. That's why it's not for everyone, as I said before. So yeah, actually everything looks fine. um, yeah, the blinkers working. So I guess it's just probably I got damage to the mirror, but let me turn it off. So I'll explain what happened actually. And that's why you have to be very careful when you're touching the bike when it's on. And I made mistake right now. And I touched the walk mode probably. And walk mode got activated. The rear wheel start to spin. It's a low speed, like 6 miles an hour. But there's so much torque in this bike, you cannot really hold it. Yeah, looks like only the mirror got damaged. I'm gonna remove it. I'm gonna show you close up what's happened. Um, the bike is off actually. Right now the throttle everything off, but the daylight is on, so that's fine. Um, so I'll show you. I got damage. I got damage to the side mirror because it's just I just dropped it, and I dropped it because I couldn't hold it much. It was too much. So I got a little bit damage over here to mirror because it was a bit outside and it dropped right on the mirror. So I guess I don't need this right side, and I might replace it anyways. Some people ask me actual question about the mirror, and I got some scratches on the side, and everything else looks like fine. Let me put it back here. As And that was crazy. I didn't expect to get it on. I usually very careful with the bike when it's on. That's why I keep it on zero. Always try to keep it on zero, but because it has a walk mode, I accidentally push the button when you hold it for a few seconds, usually 2-3 seconds. The rear wheel will be activated, and the walk mode actually for different purposes. I will explain what it's for. Some people doesn't know what it's for, so turn it on. That's why I always try to turn off the bike. It does have a key, so if the display is off, so it means the motor is off, but the light, the daylight, also the projector still on, and also I believe the rear tail light. So now it's on, so when I push the button, it's an actual minus button, it will activate pedal assist, or pedal assist, it's called walk mode. And it's only up to 8 miles an hour right now. And I should push the brakes, it would cut it off, but sometimes you just not prepared for that. So I got this mirror, I'm gonna remove it. I guess I just need actual left mirror usually when you're riding on the street. And I might get different mirror, maybe larger, because I rode only a few times with this. Like, I mean, I didn't really play enough, so I'm not sure. So let's see if you guys have any questions. And that took me off the topic. So updates. So I still waiting for my pedals. They should come probably next week. I got the shipping label and I should replace them, and then I can go for the range test. So probably next week I'm gonna have range test to see how long the battery uh, can take me on the top speed. Also we'll see if what top speed I can get on the longer road as well. So there's a few more updates about the controller. Controller update should come as soon as February 20th. That's why actually they want to send me the model which next batch which should come on February 20 or after. So any new batch right now arrives will have more like probably the same controller, but it will have more updated programming, so that will make motor work quieter, faster, and smoother. So basically you cannot really update on your current model, but if you have it, so you cannot really do it, but it's still good. But they say it's going to be faster. I'm not sure how much faster, but it might be a little bit faster. Maybe a mile, maybe two, I don't know. Maybe not. That's what they expect, to have it faster, but sometimes it might be not. But again, they say it's going to be much quieter, which it's already not that loud actually, and I think it's pretty good speed on this bike and a lot of torque. As you could see, I couldn't even hold it with one hand. It just keep pulling under even 8 miles an hour. You cannot stop the wheel, so that's a lot of power. So those are updates which gonna be for the upcoming batch. Let's see the headlight. And another update, they might have a price hike as they promised before, and I think, I'm not sure when exactly, they didn't tell me yet, but if you buy now, of course you not only save 10% off, you get this price, and I have a discount code or link in description, so please use this link. If you're using my discount, basically my channel and I get commission from anything you buy from Goat Bikes. So you basically support me and it doesn't cost you anything. But some people have question about to compare this bike to some other brands. There's about at least 3 to 4 bikes, not similar but close enough, pretty much similar, but again the price wise a little bit higher, and also not that much spec as this bike. I'm gonna light up. So I did some research and I couldn't find anything below than 2500 with the same spec. There's some brands which right now, like I noticed, like I spoke to them as well. I'm not sure if they ever send me a bike. If they do, I will test it out, but I think it's named Ghost Cat. It's not really close to this bike at all. The speed might get close enough. Torque wise, maybe, I don't know. This was a claim to have more torque, but again, until you try it, that's all promises, and nobody has the bike because they're gonna start to ship in March. So until then, it's only like pre-order, and I don't really recommend them to buy now until you see actually the result, because they might not be as fast either. And also, I didn't really think the design something new on the bike, because for few reasons. Let me see the quality of the light. So for example, if you pick a Ghost Cat, you can look on the swing arm, the way they design it, it's very weak. The whole frame looks really like sketchy for me, like to me, because actually I saw like about another 5 brands with exactly the same frame, and the only thing they change, it looks like they change the motor, and the motor is a change to I believe they say 1500 watt hours, and I'm not sure how much peak, which doesn't matter. Usually whatever they say, it's relevant to the actual test, and they will have like 40 amp, yeah, I think 40 amp like controller, which should be about same as same controller, like similar size probably as wired or e-cells, but they make a little bit assumption that they have only one battery, which is probably will be 60, I believe it's 60 volt or 52, I don't remember exactly, but yeah, I think 52 actually. So that battery, maybe 60, I don't remember, but I mean the battery will be smaller, and the frame have no space to put another battery. They will sell you extra battery for cheaper, but do you want to carry in a backpack, or you want to have it attached to the bike? You know, that's a question. So I don't see much future with that bike, honestly. I like it, it's not bad. I would love to try it for you guys to see it, but if they don't send me, I will not really get disappointed, because there's much better bikes right now on the market. And you can see the solid frame on this bike, or even on the Goat, Billy Goat. It's the same thing on the Power Goat. So people ask me about the seat. Actually, I just compared to the one of the best seat on the Rave bike, Rave GTX. It's about an inch thinner. That's why this one is a little bit firmer. The Rave GTX has a little bit softer seat, longer, but it's not the same bike. Again, it's a different performance bike, different power, and the way it's actually the position of the bike, it's a little bit different as well. On this one, I'm not sure about Billy Goat or Power Goat, but if you ride both of them, you can feel the difference. And of course, this one have more torque, much faster, and you can see it right away. Also, this one comes with turn signals, and not only turn signals, it does have blinkers like this. It's like a hazard light or emergency light. So it comes with two keys. One is on the ignition, one is also on the side. You insert it in a wheel, and you can check link in description for the full video with all the speed and all the tests I did uphill. This one is faster than Rave GTX, about half time. I think GTX was going about 8 or 9 miles an hour, and this one was 15. So it's much faster, more torque. So let's see if any questions. Yes, Ghost Cat. I know, like some people like make video without even having the bike, and this actually I know like some YouTubers have the Ghost Cat. They did make video about the previous model. I'm not sure what happened in between. I think they brought them like first model they created like F1, I believe, but then I think it didn't perform well, or maybe they didn't get much orders. I'm not sure what the story behind, so I cannot really tell you, but they did about a few months review on them, and they didn't really perform as great. Also, most people looking not only as a speed wise, also the look of the bike. They're very like generic. If you look on the website like this, many brands very similar, actually even better, but the performance was not the great. Also, the size of the battery, you cannot plan to pedal them much, regardless how much you want to pedal it. So if the battery is dead, the pedaling will be very tough. That's why you cannot really compare it to wired or e-cells brand with a smaller battery, because this one has a 1500 watt hours, and you can put another 1200 in the middle if you want to, and it's not. It's only like $500 extra with discount, so it's not a lot. But with their bikes, there's no space to put. That's a big problem as well. Also, if I have the bike here, I can tell you the quality build as well. But based on my knowledge and what I saw in the pictures, I don't think it will be out to perform or anywhere better. The price is good right now. It's under $2,000. That's only the price is good, but I think it's sometimes better to pay a couple $100 more to get better, because later on you want to upgrade it. You're gonna spend much more money, more time. So sometimes it's good to spend a little bit more and get what you want and better. This one is definitely will be better because any Goat bikes right now, like the three models I have, even with the small issues, they're still better than any other bike under 2500. You can put in the comments or in chat room. I'm gonna check which other brand you have in mind, and I can tell you if it's even close to this bike. Let's see. Oh, hi there. Okay, so it looks like I know like many people like love the Super 73s. They're nice, looking good, but many problems with the frame. Recently I saw also the frame right here got break down if you jump. I don't know how good quality on this bike. I didn't plan to jump anywhere like downhill so much, but so far looks like very solid build. And if you like join any room like a Facebook group, actually the Goat Bikes will have a Facebook group as well, fan group. I actually open it, so you can welcome to join. I have a link in description. But if you check like any bike, like any fan group, most of them they do modding. Why? Because if you buy a rev or you buy Super 73, you buy any bike right now under 2500, none of them will be as fast right away out of the box, and most of them will have basic parts as well. They will not have this performance. And I think let me check. I'm gonna probably actually I'm gonna sit behind and see if you guys have any questions about the bike and maybe answer. So yes, I'm talking about the Ghost Cat. I don't think it's gonna be anywhere better than Goat Bikes, but also they're pre-order and they're cheaper. Not a lot cheaper actually, if you like only like a few hundred, but if you look close, you're gonna see they do have better rear shock on this bike. It's more like surround style rear shock. It's a little bit actually 550 pounds, which a little bit firmer most likely, but that's for reason because on the higher speed you need a little bit better shock as well, the rear shock. And then on this bike the fork is fine. It's not actually air fork, it's just regular like hydraulic fork, but it's doing pretty good. I think this fork actually a little bit better than on the rave bikes. On rave bikes it's a little bit, I don't know, it's not the same. This one is a little bit smoother working, so it's a little bit better I think. But also this bike comes with as you can see on the floor, red projection. So when you move the bike, let me try it. When you move it, it'll move. So it's kind of visual effect. It is not really, and it's on when it's skiing. The bike is off right now, only like a daylight on. And then there is another brand. Let's see if I can. I forgot the name. Um, totally forgot the name. There's another brand which just came out. Cross something. It's a rounded shaped um frame, and I did compare. Like I checked them out actually last week, and looks like they're also 60-watt option. The battery looks like a little bit larger, but the problem is the battery is not as good. It's only like I believe 1860 cells, so it's a little bit downgraded battery, which not only will not last as long, also it will not hold the charge as well. So basically you're paying 2500 I think the selling, but the battery it's really used on most of the budget bike like electric XP, so they are very budget battery. So motor only 1500, but look on these companies, they even market them as 2000, but actually it's 1500. If you look on the description, they're only 1500. So this bike is 2000 market, because actually the motor they say 2000, but peak power probably about 3000 on this bike, maybe even more. So there's a lot of marketing going on, which present you huge battery, they present you big motor, but actually it's peak power sometimes, or if the battery is too large and sounds like to be too good to be true, that's probably is because the use is a downgraded battery. So it might be Samsung, but still it's not gonna be the same class of the battery. It's this one I believe is 21,750 with I believe 50 grams. So and they another update. So all the Goat bikes gonna have Samsung cells in the future. So I believe if you order right now, you're gonna get Samsung cells in the batteries. So from now on, they say they're gonna switch to Samsung cells. So they're gonna have branded batteries as well. This one is good, but they're gonna have Samsung because a lot of people want to brand it, which really doesn't really make big difference. I think some people say it's about the same. There was no problem with this company, but this battery inside, I believe it's higher quality, 20, basically not quality only higher, is larger capacity. And then you get a lot of features on this bike. So again, since like there's no more questions, I'm probably gonna end this live stream. And if you have any questions, leave them in comments area, and I'm gonna do the range test probably next week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you. Or somebody left a message. I'm not sure if it will be UL certified. That's a good question, but I know it will be Samsung. I can tell you what's it might be, but maybe not. What's I know the charger they send with the bike, it's UL certified now. It's 4M charger with Goat bikes, motor Goat. So another model maybe a little bit less, but this model comes with 4M charger, and it's UL certified. So UL certified charger, the battery maybe not, maybe yes. I don't have this information yet, and I don't really care because I know it costs about 5,000 for the company to get it certified. That's why it will not change anything at all. It's going to be the same battery. They will just get certification for the battery, test it, and that's it. That's how it works usually. But again, I know some state required to have UL certification. But that's a good question I'm gonna ask. So I'm gonna ask and make probably another video, or when I'm gonna probably get all the answers when I'm gonna do the range test, because the range test will be about an hour, so I'll have time to talk to you guys about all this. All right, so sounds like no more comments. Thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.